No, you're good. I got a.
No, we don't. I want
What's up, y'all? It's a little louder, sorry.
But it has
When do we start doing pat downs at the door?
Hey, don't question it. Just slide $10 and you won't be
Could
patted.
we use your key to get the shirts? Shirts.
Nice to meet you, I'm Jenna. Nice to meet you this year. And, yeah, we're just really down. That's what I told. Oh, yes. Yes, we told them about that. We did it last year and it was really good. And we're trying to make it even better, bigger this time. So it will be good. We'll definitely be sending out that email to you. On 17th. Right.
Did you get a haircut?
You know,
I'm like, don't know if it's the same guy, bro. I'm like, oh, gosh.
So it was really big. So we're gonna do that again, you know? And, yeah. So I'm not gonna send that out. Time's already going by so fast. Yeah, you'll fold. You guys love that.
It's disgusting.
The big H video? Yes, you know. I will say. He's really
I got the shirt for you. We'll do it later, right? Yeah.
When I started here. Yeah, and like. Well, when I was
Before it runs out, get that
I mean, her exercise is fine, but it's not. Yes, she's a second one. I thought it is. It was my dad in the start.
You guys don't get pizza, man. Give it to me. That makes it more valuable. Oh, yeah. It's Labor Day. That's when we have how often are meetings?
Yeah, it was.
Actually, I had my change.
So I found the new guy. I asked. Sounds good. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. It's like she's not going.
Guys, yep, if you don't know, resume and LinkedIn workshop today, so I'll just hop right into it. Okay, first off, we have Sweet attending here, so give a hand. You guys want to tell them?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. We're Society of Women Engineers. I'm Jenna, I'm the president.
I'm Megan, I'm the vice president. And I'm Hannah, I'm the parent chapter liaison.
Yes. And we do a lot of fun events. You don't have to be a woman in STEM to join. You can be a male to join us. We have a lot of guest speakers. We have our guest speaker next week, which we'll have 3 professors on the panel. We do jewelry making, crafting, what else?
We did vision board making. We also probably have a resume workshop coming up.
Yes.
One of our guest speakers for the professor panel is actually
Software.
she's a software professor.
Helen, Dr. Helen, I think. Yes, that's her name.
She'll be there. Yeah, we all do different types of events.
Yeah, so you don't have to be a woman in STEM to join, but we would love if you guys come out. We actually have an event tomorrow.
Yeah.
Our Sweet Social, it'll be our first event of the semester. It will be at 6:30, 3:30 home hall.
Yeah.
So it'll be on the 3rd floor. We'll have like social games, we'll have food, prizes, things like that, just all of the vibes. So you guys should definitely come out if you are already not
And
familiar
then we
with us.
also have a really big event called Halloween, which
Yes.
CSSEC participated in last year. It's just like a big Halloween kind of like party situation that we throw with all the other RSOs, engineering RSOs. So that's a really big fun event if you guys want to come out to.
Yes, and that's coming soon. So
Boom.
yeah.
Woo! Okay, awesome. Yeah, and we also have Nesby. You want to come up?
Okay, well, hi, I'm Isaiah.
Hi, Isaiah.
Okay, I'm the treasurer of NESB.
I'm Kira. I'm the president of NESB.
Okay, so what our club is about is to help people with professional development. So usually how we do that is we have events like a mini career fair where we have big companies like NASA. So what they would do is we have a workshop for each one. So there'll be one for interviews, resume building, leadership positions, and finance. So last year we had, as I said, NASA, and then and you don't have to be Black or an engineer. First of all, I just want to make that clear. And in order, we do have conferences that is by the organization, so NESB Worldwide, where we go to out of state or in state. So our next one is going to be in Jacksonville, Florida. So they're going to have bigger companies like Apple, Microsoft, Android, but I know that's sort of specifically somewhere in software, but there are some other degrees, like, what's your degree, for instance? Okay, anyone who's not a software engineer in here, actually.
Civil, or civil.
Yeah, so, like, there might be someone in civil or something, might be someone in civil that will be guaranteed to hire you. So if you go to one of our conferences, or one of those conferences, they'd be like, hey, I know this person, like, I might as well hire them. So usually that'd be a good opportunity. And we also have social events as well, which has fun and games, food, social interaction, more food.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're gonna have one in September 11th, called Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And hopefully you guys are smarter than a fifth grader, then why are you guys here in the first place? I'm kidding, I'm kidding, guys, don't worry. But anyway, if you ever want to meet the other RSO, just join us in one of our social gatherings on September 11th. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, thank you for coming out. We really appreciate it. All right. We get started. Also, before we get started, Allison back there has a camera for headshots. So if you need a headshot for LinkedIn, or for anything for that matter, feel free to talk to Allison afterwards.
Yeah, we'll do that at the end. We have some backdrops for you guys. You guys can line up after we go over all the tips and stuff, and then as you leave. And then I'll be posting a folder file in our Discord. So we should have a QR code towards the end of this presentation. So just make sure you're in our Discord. Or if not, you can DM us on Instagram. I'll send you the file folder and we'll get it to you guys.
Yeah, get professional.
So first, we'd like to start with what is LinkedIn? So LinkedIn is a professional networking platform that connects job seekers, professionals, and businesses worldwide. What I like to think of LinkedIn as, I like to think of it as like one giant resume for you personally. So like, whereas like a typical resume, it's only about like one page, but like with like LinkedIn, I would say you can put just about as much of anything about your career as you want on it. So the benefits of LinkedIn are networking and job research, and it's also a good opportunity to display your experience as well as finding jobs. Okay, so let's get started on working on your LinkedIn profile. So for your LinkedIn profile, we've got Jordan as an example. So I always, it's important to have like a banner that has your name and a way to reach out to you with. You want to present it as if it were like a brand, like you yourself is a brand. And your bio should also say what you're currently pursuing, like whether that's an internship, part-time job, or research opportunities. And I also recommend having what you specialize in, as in like what sort of frameworks you work with, like Node.js, I don't know, VS Code, Next, anything like that. I recommend trying to get 500 plus connections, but don't worry about it. Like if you don't, like it's just so that kind of makes you look a bit more important, and it also just hides how many connections you have like after a while. And for the about section, you kind of like think of the bio as kind of like your introduction, and then like your about section is like kind of like an extension of your bio. And in the about section, you're gonna want to like extend an invitation to like reach out. So this is an example of an about section. Like I'll kind of pull up Jordan's resume to like show you what the bio is, the about section. So this is Jordan's about section example. He said that he's a senior software engineering student at Florida Gulf Coast University, focusing on C++, JavaScript, C#, and Java, with a strong foundation in API development, database management, and object-oriented programming. I thrive in backend development and problem solving. Beyond software development, I am actively involved in leadership and mentorship. As president of the Computer Science and Software Engineering Club and an organizer of Eagle Hacks, I work to create opportunities for aspiring software engineers at FGCU. Additionally, I serve as a resident assistant, supporting student, and fostering strong residential community. My goal is to continue learning and growing as a software engineer to apply my skills and knowledge to create innovation and impactful solutions. I love to chat about engineering, internship, or research experience. Please reach out. So, like I said, he included like what his background is in, like what type of skills he has, like the languages he works with. He also included extracurricular activities and what he's looking for. And like I said, he has that invitation to others to reach out to him.
Do you have a question, Dom?
Yeah. So what do you think makes a bad about section? Like what shouldn't we include? Or how should it not be formatted?
Definitely like ones that are like too vague or like word salady. Like a lot of the times like I've seen some of them that kind of are like focus on like their ability to like solve problems, and I think that's kind of vague. Like I don't know, but I think like being like, hey, I try to solve problems with XYZ skills. I think that's a bit more vague.
Yeah. So like she'll probably felt
Yeah,
something like that.
and then networking on LinkedIn. So you want people to look at your profile. I recommend posting occasionally about recent accomplishments in your academic career, like hackathons are a good one. If you're like a software engineering student, I mean, if you recently got your associate's degree, just like those milestones, or if you got a new internship position, or if you got a new research position at the school site. Also, the best way another good way to kind of connect is commenting on people's posts. Like a lot of the times, like you don't necessarily have to like post yourself to get people to talk to you, but like if you maybe like post under someone's comment, ask questions, then they'll be like, oh, and then they'll reply, and then you kind of start to get that engagement with them. Another strategy is that when you're looking for like when into getting a new position at a certain company, sometimes before applying, you can look at that company's LinkedIn profile, or like look at their website, see who's part of that department you're applying for, and you can ask questions about the position, and maybe you can foster a relationship through that. And also, I would also say try to connect with our alumni. Our alumni, they're really nice, particularly. So I wouldn't say that like if they went to FGCU and you're an FGCU student and you reach out to them, ask them questions, or try to connect with them, they're always open to answer those questions that you might have, or even asking them about a role that they recently left or something.
Okay, yeah, so now we're gonna transition to resumes. And we do have some resumes from Sweet that we're gonna go over in a minute, so you'll be able to get some live action with that. But So yeah, I'll just kind of go over the general idea of a resume. So a resume is basically you showing off, right? You're trying to show off to the company that you're valuable and you're worth their time. So yeah, LinkedIn format, one page, again, because you have to remember that recruiters go through thousands, not hundreds of thousands, of resumes a day. And I believe it was like a statistic of something like 6 to 7 seconds that a recruiter looks at your resume. So having it one page, all in one, viewpoint is important. So yeah, and then we'll move on. So contact information, obviously, I like to include this at the top. So I'll have like my name, and then usually I have like a portfolio link. If you guys have a portfolio website, obviously fill that in there. GitHub, and LinkedIn, of course. Just throw it on the top. Again, a clickable link. The goal is to make it easy for the recruiters to navigate so that they can quickly scan through all your information. Yeah, objective. So kind of went through this. Tailored it for qualifications goals. And I believe, we'll get into that later, but what I want to talk about too is metrics too. It's really important because within that 6 to 7 seconds, you kind of want numbers that stand out. So for example, if you, I'm going to use an example of me, for example. At Perf Reynolds, I reduced the script run times by like 30% or something. I don't know, I stretched the truth a little bit, but it's okay. You can stretch it a little bit, but just like kind of showing metrics to show like, hey, I had an impact at this place. It kind of stand out and make it, again, easier for recruiters to understand who you are and what impact you have. Yeah, so then education, obviously, Florida Gulf Coast University, if you have a good GPA, throw that in. I think the general rule is like anything above 3.5, throw it in. Anything below, probably don't. So for example, I don't have my GPA on there. But if you're one of those smart cookies like Jordan, who has a really good GPA, feel free to throw it on there. Work experience. Yeah, so work experience, again, is probably the most important. So if you have an internship, I would recommend throwing that on the top. Just because, that's impactful for recruiters, they like that. So yeah, recent jobs first with titles, companies, locations, and again, those metrics. If you have any impacts on that company, throw in a metric, they like that. Skills, yeah, so I don't have a skills section on my resume, but a lot of people do. That's generally frameworks, languages, any other technologies that you use for projects. Typically, you want to include the skills that tie in with the projects in your resume. So for example, if you have a JavaScript project, you typically want to put JavaScript in that skills section, because if you throw something in the skills section that you're not familiar with, and they ask you that on the interview, it's gonna look bad. So make sure that the stuff that you throw in your resume, you're ready to talk about, because get caught lacking in the interview, it's not a good look. But skills and then leadership. Yeah, so this is extracurricular activities. So if you are in that, I think mine's like on the bottom. I usually throw that on the bottom. But again, leadership is a good, it shows that you can take initiative, and recruiters like that. So I definitely recommend that. Projects, probably the most important part of the resume. I always tell people, if you can, get a project with users on it, right? So if you can say, built a project with, and it impacted 20 users or whatever, that says a lot more than just building a to-do list app, right? So I always say, if you can, try to get users. If you gotta stretch the truth a little bit, stretch the truth a little bit. But certifications and awards. Again, I usually throw that on the bottom, unless you have a really good certification or award. I know AWS has a lot of these, and those are in high demand right now. So it's just a high demand skill right now, AWS. So if you do have an AWS certification, definitely throw it in there, because recruiters eat that up. Tailor your resume. Yeah, so for each job, there's going to be certain qualifications and skills that they want for that job, and it's important to kind of tweak your resume for each. So for example, if they're looking for C++, maybe throw in a project from our FGCU, because I know that we in Programming 1, Programming 2, we do have projects in C++. So just kind of like tailoring your resume for each individual job that you post for. Maybe having different versions can help too. That will always give you a leg up. Final touch. Oh yeah, final touch. So it's not a good look if you have a misspelled word or something like that. Again, you want it to make it look pretty. It just has a good rub on a recruiter. I feel like Make sure it's tailored correctly, it's consistent, there's no inconsistencies when you're formatting. But yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping. You guys wanna take over your resumes?
Yeah, sure. I think I emailed it. It should be in
Yeah,
one email.
I think Lex is gonna pull it up.
All right.
Okay.
Take it away.
So this is mine. I need to update it a little bit. I haven't really updated it that much. So at the top I have my education, college, high school. My sister helped me a lot with my resume. She's also in the industry and she is a little bit on the recruiting side for her company. Once I graduate, I'm gonna take my high school out of the bio because that's no longer really relevant. I also put in my relevant courses and I kind of change it like he said depending on the job that I'd be applying to. I have been asked in interviews about the different courses that I've taken, what I've done in them, what I've learned, what the exams are kind of like, things like that. I do have a skills section, MATLAB, AutoCAD, Microsoft, things like that. And then, oh, I said the wrong one. Okay, oh well. But under work experience, in my new one, I had an internship this summer. So I put in that I was a water quality engineering intern, where it was the projects that I worked on, the type of hands-on experience that I have. And then also I worked at the IHOP back at home for 6 years. I also haven't asked about that on my resume. If you've worked somewhere for like a decent amount of time, definitely put it on there. It shows that you can stay somewhere, you have like leadership experience. They also asked me about like day to day, like being a waitress and like stuff like that. Showed like organizational skills. If you haven't done an actual like project on your own, this is actually from a lab that I did in environmental fundies. So if you don't have like a project that you've worked on specifically on your own with a classmate, with a professor, take like a lab or a project you've done in class and put it on there. Just make sure that, like you said, you're knowledgeable about what the project actually was because they're going to ask you questions about it. So like review the lab, review the notes, everything that you wrote about that. And then I have study engineers. So I have to update this again. I've recently taken off things that I've done in high school and updated it from secretary to vice president. But that's mainly it. I also put the dates for everything so I have like a kind of timeline on what you've been doing throughout your career.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. What's up, you guys? How's everybody doing? Great. Okay, so this one is not updated either, but I'll go through it. So mine looks a little different, and also my GPA has gone down, but we don't have to talk about that. So the education at the beginning, I have my name. Where this is a very important thing is location. So I'm originally from Tampa, so if people have like an office location in Tampa, let's say that you're from other place as well, that way they can see, oh, these are the different places that you might be able to know. So I have both locations there because those are both locations I want to work like with, you know, moving forward. I also have my email, LinkedIn, linked at the beginning, and also the phone number. For education, I have what I'm pursuing and my expected graduation date. Leadership experience I put first because that's my most like a good quality, I feel like. So I did Society of Women Engineers. I'm not the president anymore, but I would keep that on and then put where it ended because that is the biggest, leadership experience that I've had. All of that. Student government, this is what I did when I was in student government. So I represented the College of Engineering, plus I went to FGCU Day at the Capitol, so it gives you things for the recruiters to ask you when you are interviewing. This was a leadership project that I did as well. And something I wanted to highlight is these action words, if you guys have heard of those. So there is the sheet of paper that you can look at that has action words. So created or presented, or I produce like current, like if it's a current thing that you're doing, that's kind of like what you do for the job. Also, if you, this is my work experience. So currently I'm working as an outreach coordinator. If you watch the Instagram, I edit videos for them. I used to work for KCA.
and see how that had an end date, so then like you change the action items to like past or present depending on the situation. And I also worked here when I was in high school too. So that's kind of what I got. Does anyone have any questions? Sweet. Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, thank you guys for sharing.
I did say that we're gonna look at the actual website. So this is what the kind of like the banner section is. If you need like a custom banner like Jordan has, I recommend like using well, there's Canva, and there's also like a bunch of like pre-made templates on Facebook, which is really cool. And this is like the about section. Here's some of his posts, like, and work experience. I definitely didn't go through all the parts of LinkedIn, but definitely I would say like if you want to get started, definitely start with like the top section. Just like your banner, your profile picture, your bio, and the about section.
Another thing about LinkedIn that I like is they do have project sections. So literally every single time you have to do a project in class, I go ahead and add it on there. The more the merrier, all it shows is that you have experience and stuff. They also have a section where you can add courses you've taken at school. So, I've added all of my like major math classes, the calculus 3, the physics 2, those show that you worked hard in those classes. Also the programming classes, data structures, and then the more advanced stuff that you get into later on. So those are good sections to definitely add to as well.
Absolutely. And I will mention too, he did include the personal portfolio website in his bio, which is huge. Because a recruiter essentially can see, they can go on your personal portfolio website, they can see the projects themselves, and they can see that you took the time to build that website yourself. So that's also huge as well. Jordan wants to go over that personal portfolio website. We can do that later, maybe. But otherwise, we're going to move on. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I do think that some more people from NFB did want to show off a LinkedIn, right? You
Sure.
said that you want to show LinkedIn.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so while they're doing that, I just want to say really quick, if you guys do want your resume to be reviewed by an officer, feel free. We have a bunch of officers laying around, even Sweet as well, Nesby. We can just take a look at your resume, give you some suggestions if you'd like. And again, the headshots too. I know some people that charge a lot of money for that, and we're doing this for free. So I would take advantage of it. So that'd be great. Yeah.
All right. I just want to quickly say something about LinkedIn and the resume thing. I'm going to get a statistic really quick. This could go either bad or wrong for me. Raise your hand if you want an internship. Just raise your hand. I mean, hopefully everyone. Now, keep your hands up. Lower your hands if you've never applied. If you never applied to me. Okay, this one's pretty wrong. So what I'm basically trying to say is LinkedIn can be kind of a source to communicate with a hiring manager, really. Let's just say that you have applied. You're competing with everyone in the country, maybe around the world, for a job. The best way to really show an impression is going on LinkedIn, finding that representative, that hiring manager, whatever, and just shoot your shot. Cold text. What's the worst that can happen? He says no. That's it. Just say, hey, my name is blank. I'm a software engineer looking for a job. Here's my resume. I've also attached a portfolio website. I'm really interested in your company, blah, blah, blah. Boom. See what happens. Doesn't hurt to do it. LinkedIn is very good with that. It's basically a virtual handshake. And that's what, recruiters want is to see a face to who they're talking to. Now, yes, you can't find the right time, right place to be like, hey, what's up? But sorry, I just went random. I didn't know you were going for it. But what I'm saying is a virtual handshake. I got you. What I'm trying to say is it's a good way to get a handshake, even if it's virtual. So don't hesitate. Even go on ChatGPT, say, give me HR reps or hiring managers from set company or just top 10 companies that are hiring. And then just do it. Just do it. What's stopping you guys? That's all I want to say.
Hey, hi guys, I'm Parker again. So my LinkedIn, I kind of think of having it as like a resume, but with pictures almost. So I don't have like that banner, but since I am a bioengineering major, my banner kind of goes along with what I'm interested in, and I really want to work in like genetic engineering, so kind of like DNA kind of gives the vibe of what I'm interested in. Then honors bioengineering student at Florida Gulf Coast University. And then my about section is kind of short. I do need to update this because I'm no longer a third year. So I would say like a senior bioengineering student at Florida Gulf Coast University, what I'm deeply interested in working in, what I'm proficient in, so like problem solving, project management, what I'm passionate about, and things that like I hope to gain and learn from, which is very important when you're looking at resumes, where people are looking at your LinkedIn. And then going forward from my experience, I have my research positions, and so positions I've worked with at FGCU, so research, and so kind of like something about research. If you're doing research and it's research that's like not completed or not published, don't put it in your LinkedIn, because like let's say like you talk about it with your classmates with like people in school, but a lot of professors like they don't want other people knowing what's out there. And so like a lot of my classmates, we put in like research we were working on, and then our professor told us like take it out because like they don't want anyone else seeing what they're working on. So that's something. And then also I was a learning assistant for computational tools, so I put that role and what I did to work with that. And then I also worked, I'm a music minor as well, so I put what I did and how, like when I worked, when I worked at the school system at home, and I taught piano, and I worked at a daycare, and so I kind of like targeted my positions here to kind of still match STEM, so like very STEM-based activities, create and resolve conflict, things that could easily apply to a career I want to go into. And then my education, so for Gulf Coast, activities, AKA, National Society of Black Engineers, let me pick that up, yeah, so let's go. And then also other things, and then when I study abroad, so I have my study abroad school, what the program I was in, the courses I took there, and then also my high school, and my minor. And so I kind of think of like LinkedIn as well as something like you have your resume, and your resume is only going to be like 1 page long, but your LinkedIn could be as long as you want it. So if you want stuff from your high school in there, like I doubt anyone's going to go all the way down from like your school and your experience, but it's still something in there that you can like have, and it is like a longer resume. And then my certifications, so I'm certified in MATLAB, SolidWorks, and these are like actual things from the program that gets put in here. And then my volunteer experience, so I volunteer at zoo, Girls in STEM, also things I did in high school. And then just courses I took and projects, for example, and these are projects that are finished. And so this research, this project in class, this one as well. And yeah, and then my languages, other orgs I'm a part of. And yeah, that's really it.
I have a question. So how do you get more of the connections on LinkedIn? I don't know if you expanded on that.
I would say like you can just go go follow people, really. Like,
Yeah.
people will come up and you're recommended. Go, like, sometimes I'll go through, like, my classmates and see, like, who's they're connected with, and I'll start connecting with them, yeah. So it's really just, like, connect with as many people as possible. If they connect back, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, we're not still waiting for those kids to accept me, you know?
Just to piggyback off of that, don't be scared, like you can look up these hiring recruiters and stuff, this is kind of off topic, but I'm a big Formula One fan, so I was just connecting with all the team principals, who knows I could travel with an F1 team and help design their software. The new Red Bull team principal, Lauren, he literally accepted my request and now we're connected on LinkedIn, so you can literally just try anybody and it doesn't hurt, like you said.
And it's funny because I have a lot of followers on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, but it's always my LinkedIn. Like, as hard as I try, like, it's just always low.
Yeah, no, you gotta keep connecting.
It's
I mean,
like, yeah.
you can do, depending on like how you're connecting, who you're connecting with. You can always use Instagram as well as a platform. It's not any platform can do it. Just LinkedIn is more of that professional, that professional. Yeah, just for jobs. But any social media, you can really connect. Just do it the right way.
I think someone over here had a comment.
Oh yeah, I would also say connect with your professors.
That's good.
At least all of my professors I've connected with, and they'll comment on. I posted about my internship. They left a comment. That is really important. Even if they're not your professor, you see that they're a professor at the college, or if you just look up. Sometimes I'll do like UA college, but like UA, what I'm talking about. Anyone who's just in the College of Engineering at FGCU, connect with, because they're gonna get something out of it too. Everyone wants more connections anyway, so you might as well.
And speaking of that, also if you're like associated with a company or doing something associated with a school and you're posting about it, always like tag them, like do an ad. Yeah, because then they'll usually repost it. Every time that I've mentioned UA Vertical College of Engineering, they repost it, and then that repost can get used to further connections for them.
That's good. Appreciate it.
Yeah, another comment I wanted to make is with any type of career fairs or just anytime you're networking with anybody and you feel like you had a really good conversation, or even if the conversation didn't go that well, I always recommend going on LinkedIn and connecting with that person afterwards, right? The biggest reason people tend not to accept connect requests is because they don't know who they're connecting with. But if you've met them, whether the conversation was good, bad, or mid, like they're going to accept the connect request. You can always send a message and say, hey, this is who I am. I appreciate that conversation we had. And whenever that person, whenever you want to reach out to that person again, they'll tap on that message and you'll see your chat history. They'll remember who you are, and you guys have a relationship, and you can just keep building on that. When they post, comment, LinkedIn is just such a great place to just maintain professional relationships. It's not hard at all.
I want to add on to that. Hackathons are also a great way to connect with people. Go to hackathons. Get the guy's name. You can even be like right next to be like, all right, this is you. Yeah, all right, we're perfect. Connected. Can you get me back now? Don't be like that, but hackathons are an amazing way to connect with new people. I know Jordan got a bunch of connections from industry professionals from Shell Hacks. So use hackathons as a way to also connect and put a face in their mind.
So, last thing I wanted to talk about is if you want more assistance with like your LinkedIn or resumes or just anything related to like a job search, FECU offers like a ton of resources at the Career and Development Services. They're in the advising building. They help with things like elevator pitch, graduate school planning, interview skills, job search strategies, internship assistance, and resume. So like if you need someone to look at your resume or LinkedIn, like book an appointment with them, like you can find them easily. Just look up FECU Career and Development Services. Yeah.
Yeah, so I did want to say more thing too. Next week we have a the GitHub workshop with Jordan and David, right? So I definitely recommend hopping onto that. That's gonna be helpful for your hackathon as well. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We have a website that will show you visually how it works, how you put full visual graphics we can do. So that'll be very fun to learn. Yeah, that's important because that's a learning curve that you won't have to experience during hackathon. We've experienced that learning curve with shell hacks. I did not know any Git commands. He did. I'm getting kind of. Yeah. We're helping out with that, but yeah, basically it helps with learning curve. It's gonna make your hackathon experience a lot easier. Yeah. Also, I had something else I wanted to say, but I completely forgot. Oh yeah, if you want to be an officer, for CSEC, we do have open positions. So feel free to talk to an officer. We got Jordan, David, me, Dom, Lance, Catherine. Feel free to just come up to us if you're interested. That's a leadership role for your resume. So,
one more thing. How can people who really enjoyed this meeting and really enjoyed what Sui and NSB had to say follow up?
So you can follow us on Instagram at FGCU_SWE. We're also on EagleLink, same thing, FGCU_SWE. We also put flyers literally everywhere. When we have meetings, you can't hide from us. They're everywhere. Yeah, they're all around.
If you want to join our group meet and directly, I have to direct
Yep.
to you.
But yeah, Instagram, EagleLink, flyers around, Holmes Hall. Yes, exactly.
Then for NSB, you can also follow us at FGCU NSB, EagleLink on Instagram as well. And we have our first meeting, next Thursday at 6:30 and Holmes 3:30.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming. Again, headshots. Allison, we got that. We got some free headshots. We got some pizza. Quick question though. Yeah, we don't have pizza.
Quick question. I need to ask this though really quick. That statistic that we just did. Raise your hand if you haven't applied. Raise your hand if you haven't applied to internship. I have not applied. Why? Why? Well, why not? Why not? What's in your eyes? Are you nervous?
That one.
You nervous?
The latter, yeah.
Well, why are you nervous? Because every internship will provide you tools, this mentorship, all the tools to succeed in an internship. Just do it. You have to get your foot in. You have to start somewhere.
And not only that, but the more interviews you have, the better you'll get. Exactly. If you're gonna nail that first one, you're gonna learn a million things not to do in the next one.
Exactly.
First, going down. So the more practice you get, the better.
You will mess up. You will mess up. But it's good. That's how we learn. That's how we learn.
And a good way to practice your elevator pitch, they have the College of Engineering Career Expo where all the engineering companies are going to come out. It's on September 16th. I forgot the time, but go there, practice talking, make some LinkedIn connections. It'll be a really good time.
Because you only have 4 years here. You only have 4 years. You don't want to miss. You don't want to keep missing. Missing opportunities. This is safe. Once you're out of college, that's what happens. You know what I mean? I'm not scared, you guys. But as a senior, I'm scared. What happens. So that's my little spiel. So please apply. Beef up your LinkedIn. Beef up your resume. And attack. Apply. Go to an HR rep. Text them. Hey, I applied. My name is blah blah blah. Just get it out. Get yourself out there. Yeah.
You can also connect with the Girly Talks tomorrow. That's our event. Sweet Social.
Tomorrow at 6 p.m. in Holmes Hall.
Yeah.
We have time. Things like that.
Yes.
Games, social activities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely come.
And follow us on LinkedIn. You saw our LinkedIn's up there, follow us, we have connections, it'll be super fun.
Feel free to talk to an officer, connect with us on LinkedIn too. So all this is fun.
If you want a resume review or LinkedIn review right now, stay behind. We also have the headshots.
Y'all get your headshot! Woo!
Try to form a line around the perimeter so that you don't die.
Yeah.
Come up here if you want a resume review or LinkedIn. Go back there for
I appreciate that.
Excuse me.
My sub club for web devs tomorrow, so please join me at 6 p.m. We're gonna be going over Intern Agency about. Thank you. This I'm taking the course. That's my primary interest. So it's gonna be
If you're right,
because they have
It is too small on the audience.
No, it's here. Thank you.
Is that Jordan Robinson better on video?
Association. Are you serious? To Microsoft. You're live. Trust in Karen. What is about? She looking about to come That should make you calculation.
I got another year.
What's up? Listen, senior year, we're single go okay, sure. Random margarita goes
Okay, now I got it.
If it's on here, you don't operate that. 2 months. We don't need it.
Oh, just not right. You got it.
Lenny. Yeah. So I didn't have one and I'm not sure if the person I got that I saw you yes, I helped him in extracurricular activities that shows your soft skills. So yeah, you don't need to know. Not too big, perhaps too small. He has phone number, but he can recognize my father. His email, my contact, I did something. I just saw you actually explaining how to do it. It's not great. Yeah, I don't. Oh, yeah, I didn't see that. I watched the first
Education, well, by the way, is below economic science, and so the master of the software development puts all that stat in one line. And then right across from it is graduation, when he started, and what. So very two lines, and he has learned. I'm trying to So, they talk about So it looks like so 6 lines. That's not so you've just done the API product requirements integrate the JavaScript based framework. And then his project. Now does it show your involved? So what did you use?
Down on the nice
so you can't talk about it? Now, obviously, I gotta ask a question.
So this is my biggest surprise. Yeah.
Usually these are one-liners. Develop your web application in one day. You don't get a zombie
You still have a way.
These are like find a little fun facts. So you call them so at least
another example looks like this would be I'm guessing this project is so let's see what this members. Producing a website that's capable of filtering information via site member, something very simple. What else do you have?
Processes, just like the job.
I'll go to tech projects.
And then the data range.
New line languages. You put these languages now. When you put languages that you know, become organized because they will test weekly meetings. So only put languages if you're comfortable. Think about like anything. If I'm looking at someone's resume, I'll be like, oh, they know C++. My brain is automatically looking at my resume. Now that's where the project section is where you say what you coded, because you just coded in C++. Doesn't mean like coded it in. You coded it in. Keeping it simple. Language is like a different section. That's where you're being calm out of any of those. You gotta get what I mean. That is so exactly. It clubs. It's a vice president of software club and a member of the color stack. It's good to find out if a member. It's not even a big vice president or treasurer. Just don't you can on your resume saying it shows involvement. Not on your resume because they skills or a job. Everyone wants to have usually a job. They're not going to extra content. Easy way. If you say that joining a club and you're being like, that's a that is like that's like okay, he's getting like he's never a reason. Put complete course as a course you have like you pay attention. I'll say that right now. Now data structure not you. I paid attention. I loved it. Wait, don't put that away. I want a headshot. What do y'all do it, bro? Like I literally told Allison I want a headshot. I education. Alright, bro. No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't need it. Complete coursework. Ask something to pay attention. Now I can now, like, so tell me something about Jack class. This is a very easy process. Whole company. No, that's like university. I like to keep it all online. 3 to 5 bullet points. These all have 2. It's all good, but what I'm saying is basically put all your 3 to 5 points. It's great, but make sure you know how to talk about it. So just stuff at least I don't. These are not my personal project. Not the data structure. Class project. That is a great course. Honestly, just study. You like how did I do this? So you can talk. I guess that's what makes you smarter. It makes you progress farther. Project name. And now skills. Some of the skills. Now this is optional because these are required to manage. Be Sure, you can back it up. What does he do? How did you do a project answer? Like, how did you work on that skill? Link it to make sure you can back it up. They're not gonna obviously answer it, they're not gonna dig in you deep about it, but make sure you have something that can back it up. But that's basically a good recipe to look at. You see how it's formatted, it's one line, get it, there's no like boxes, here, boxes there, it's just one line, and that's basically, we have a story. There's a story we talk about in all our experiences.
You can see.
There's so much to talk about. We don't have time to make this, have a format. We want to use every single space bar to use. And that's why I said right away about this format. Because you really have a lot to say. Even if we don't, we want to find something.
So, yeah.
Sorry,
how about
It was more of a general.
Yeah,
so, I've never had a skill section or summary section.
There's a lot to go over. Yeah, well, not that one, just an example, let's put some PDFs of it.
Showcasing what I have.
Another good way to set up a good resume, is search up one word, resume.
It's up to you.
What do you do first?
So that'll just be. That's a good file. Because I did have a skill section when freshman.
Oh, so yeah,
But then I took it out and I mostly replaced the campus community project and
I didn't know.
I was involved in projects. Literally a project. I have a lot of projects that they're building.
Sure.
But
But let's just say Google, example, like Google Docs,
This one's called
that's great, you know what I mean? Let's just go through
I did have something to write,
and
go on my phone. It's also something that I like creating. So make sure anything that you guys do, make sure you know it by heart. And make sure.
So let's say I want to make a new doc.
Because we're all, oh, so. But we're all gonna take a sentence and pass it around.
It will be different somewhere. Resume.
I like
right
it.
here. Some good resumes, I see
Yeah.
on top of my
So I'm not
face.
gonna list my assembly project on my resume.
This one,
Get a
this is
assembly
really
job.
This one's switch format as well, that's one liners, it's no problem. Just put a file that doesn't have these white spaces, you know? That's kind of what kills it.
Computer organization.
Is it like a
It's like.
Honestly, really, Word has that one in my favorite.
And Word is not one zero, it's not one zero. Word is so it's the second.
Huh?
It's machine language, then.
Yeah, they don't want to.
Machine language, it's one zero.
Yeah, so let's say resume of here, some good one, I can say for templates. I mean, you can also find, actually,
Don't be scared of that. It's not bad.
templates.
It's putting it in, it's really hard.
They'll say,
So you be the first one up.
Like personal projects, you'll be under like academic hackathon personal projects,
But
and then to the right.
So this is
you
like
enjoy
that
it too.
too.
Have a GitHub.
Right there,
There's
resume.
This one's not bad, yeah.
And
Like a white space, you want to delete that. You can always tweak templates, you know? So delete that white space, you can want like most white space, most space of that resume. This one is an amazing. This is amazing.
Again, we're gonna
So I would say,
I'm gonna
in the summary, you know, a lot of notes, a lot of footnotes, your choice. I don't really don't. Just that, cool, like that. Those are some good templates. As you can see, none of these, white spaces, none of these, like, random things that really don't need like a right here, that's not a good one. Just use one of the one-liners, and fix the white spaces, fix the format. You want education to be as high as, again, if you don't have much to talk about, put it online, that helps. That is a really good thing, when you have more things to say, in the resume. Education, experiences, make sure you have and then product experience. So, if you don't have experience in these kind of in there, the team, all you have to know is mine and the project class, other examples.
But again,
Just work on it. That's what I did.
David enjoyed it.
Proud of myself. Yeah, yeah. So, it's a lot. So you can definitely fix up your resume and come back to me.
Sorry, I'm so sorry, bro. Most of your questions are gonna be answered through my, just looking at my.
Fix up your resume and always come back and I can review it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll send that in Discord.
Or you can send it on Discord.
Someone's got anything on Discord.
And like Google Docs, you know, sometimes, you know. When it's over Discord, and Teams, I'll like draw on it.
I seen it.
Right now,
Yeah,
on the phone too. Like,
yeah, that's what I guess. I was like, which I might like.
plus, with yours, it's better to just restart with the template and cover
Yeah, I think
it
it's
over.
yeah.
We all had a first version.
Yeah, it's like.
I saved mine for a
I mean, like my old one wasn't. It wasn't like how it is. Like I have it right now. It was a lot more like concise. So my girlfriend was like, "Oh, you guys stand out a little bit more." And she was like, she's like
You do wanna
sibling
stand out.
here, so she's like,
Yes.
I don't know. She went to a place where like it's just first time like how I never looked at them. See so much.
It's different for every major,
That's why I was like,
but I mean, you wanna stand out, but just
but
not where
it
it's not
also
gonna
kind of
be.
be industry standard in a sense. That I feel like I don't know. Needs to be on point a little bit.
Yeah, you wanna, I mean, don't be a sheep, be a sheep.
Yeah, that's what I was on.
What's up?
One last thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
In terms of like the.
Let's see.